Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your monthly money and finances reading forecast. This is going to be for all the Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter sign placements. Virgo, I already shuffled your cards and laid out your spread along with clarifiers. So let's just get into your reading, Virgo. So, Virgo, your focus, you have the King of Wands with the Three of Pentacles clarified by the Star and the Ten of Swords. So with these energies being your focus, Virgo, you are trying to take action. The King of Wands is the master of action. You're trying to, there's a need for you to take action and work on your money and finances, to build on your money and finances, to be creative about working on your money and finances. There's a need for you to be mature and not impulsive. There's a need for you to show courage, be resilient. This is your focus around your money and finances. There's a need for you to temper your actions, to balance yourself, to balance your aims, to be sensible, to do things in moderation in order to heal your money and finances. Because your money and finances requires you to work on it. With the Star here, your money and finances need to be healed. And you're trying to heal and either avoid ruin with this Ten of Swords, or you are having difficulties, a lot of difficulties with healing your money and finances, or the worst has happened or is happening with your money and finances, and you are trying to heal that. You're trying to fix it. And this is your focus. There's a need for you to take action and be mature in your actions with your money and finances, working on it, building it, being creative about doing so. You may even require seeking help and assistance from friends or family that may be able to lend some support to help you to heal your money and finances, to improve your money and finances situation, so that you can bring it back into balance and harmony for yourself, okay? There's a need to use more wisdom with your money and finances as well here. Now, in the recent past, Virgo, you do have the Queen of Wands with the Three of Swords. Now, what I feel in the recent past is, for some of you, you are experiencing, in the recent past, you experienced some sort of unexpected hit to your money and finances, perhaps an unexpected debt, an unexpected expense with your money and finances with this Three of Swords, where in the recent past you had to take action to address it, to try to recover from it. For others of you, I feel that you had some problems where you suffered with your money and finances and had difficulties of breakdown in communication, or things didn't come together for you with your money and finances, because for some of you this was due to your own actions. You were very focused on what you wanted and your own aims, that you may have with this Queen of Wands been so focused on materialism or having addictive patterns with spending, or how you handled your money, that you may have sabotaged yourself a little and created your own disappointment and suffering. For others of you, I feel that you refuse to address a money issue, a money concern, around a three-party situation. You rebelled against resolving it or addressing it or trying to heal it because you just was hell-bent on doing things the way you wanted to do it. And because of it, this ended up being something that comes back to bite you, that causes you adversity in the past for some of you. But for the most part, in the recent past, this is about, in the recent past, some adversity with your money and finances. For some of you, this is around your actions. This is around the actions of another. This is around debt. This is around disappointments, where in the recent past you've had to take action, or you've had to figure out how to heal it, how to fix the disappointment, how to separate yourself from the problem or issue in some way. But this is you trying to figure out how to balance it, how to bring harmony to it. Perhaps trying to figure out how to do something in moderation, or perhaps this may be you having more of an aggressive approach to the situation in the recent past that may or may not have served you. And so in the present, Virgo, you do have the Five of Swords with the Five of Wands. So this is you in the present having problems with your money and finances. This is you having conflict with your money and finances. If you take a look at this card, this says, draw the raised bridge. I repeat, draw the raised bridge. So this is you struggling to bring change to your money and finances in the present. This is you having problems trying to have that change. With your money and finances, you may be in a fight or battle or argument with another or others around your money and finances. This could have something to do with debt or with prior actions in your spending or methods with your money and finances. But you are focusing on trying to win at all costs. But I feel that you are suffering in the present, Virgo, with your money and finances. You're having a hard time changing it, and if you are able to make changes, there is some cost to you here. You may be experiencing some defeat with your money and finances. I feel this feels like many of you are experiencing defeat, and for others of you, you are at least experiencing some cost to you, some measure of loss in your situation, that you are experiencing strife and challenges with, either trying to change it, the lack of being able to change it, or you just getting resistance. But you definitely are having problems in the present. Now, you just may not be able to diffuse the situation right now, but you also are not able to walk away. And so in the future, Virgo, you do have Judgment and the Emperor. Now, what I want you to see about Judgment, because there's two Judgment cards in this particular Banksy deck that I'm using, and you actually pulled both in your reading, but this is the one that came out for the future. And with this one, it says lie. You lie. Okay? So in the future, this is you trying to take more responsibility, or needing to take more responsibility, needing to manage your money better, needing to control your money situation better. But with Judgment here in the future, and it's saying you lie, it's possible that you may be making poor decisions about the way that you're managing your money. I feel like in the future you are poorly managing your money, or you're not taking responsibility for the problems around your money and finances, or you may not be getting a second chance, or you may not be able to liberate yourself, or you may not be able to, you may not be coming to the realizations needed to have the progress or the control you want to have with your money and finances. You also could be refusing to make decisions around your money and finances. It's possible someone could be not rising to the call for you. They may have said they would, but now they are not because they lied. Um, you may be out of control about your money and finances. You may be lying to yourself about your ability to make good decisions, or that you are making good decisions and managing your money and being responsible with it in the future. But there is problems with the money and finances. And again, there could be a judgment against you and your money and finances that is happening, or there may be, there could be a lie pertaining to your money and finances where your money and finances are being adversely affected, and there's a need for you to manage the situation to correct the lie, or to correct what is wrong in your situation, or a decision around money and finances for you where you have to figure out how to bring order to the situation, or see what rules apply to resolve whatever the problem is with your money and finances in the future, Virgo. And so your attitude towards your money and finances, you do have the Emperor again that shows up. So you have the Emperor showing up twice in your reading, Virgo. This is your attitude with death. Now, your focus is you are trying to bring about change or transform your money situation, but you're certainly trying to bring something to an end around your money and finances situation, where you're trying to get something under control, you're trying to manage it, you're trying to organize it, you're trying to stabilize it. You may be trying to be more responsible, or again, there's a need for you to be more responsible with what's going on with your money and finances. But because the Emperor is here twice, then you may have an authority over your money and finances in a way that your ability to change your circumstances or transform it is extremely difficult, or resistance is futile. But also with the Emperor here, this may be you, where your ability to manage your money and finances, you're out of control with it, or you're not as responsible as you need to be, or are thinking you are, or having it be perceived. And so you are struggling with trying to bring something to an end, trying to change it or transform it here. So there is a need for some control. There is a need to manage. There is a need to organize. There's a need to structure. There's a need for accountability and responsibility here. Now, perhaps you're dealing with someone who is affecting your money and finances that you gave authority, or who you trusted, and they're lying to you, or about what they're doing or their capabilities. But there is a need to manage your money situation here. Perhaps there's an issue with having strong money morals here for you, Virgo. Now, Virgo, your concern, your influence on your money and finances is you do have the Four of Swords with the Sun. So I do feel that your concern is, you're concerned about trying to remain positive. You're concerned about trying to possibly have something come to light You could be concerned about having success. You could be having concern about having opportunities. You could be having concern about the ability to rejuvenate your situation. You could be having concerns with seeing contentment or fulfillment around this with your money and finances. But this could be concerns about you, about your sense of judgment, your sense of clarity, around your money and finances situation, or maybe who you are involved with in the managing of your money and the stability of it and the control of it and the balancing of it. Now, with that Four of Swords, the concern is your ability to bring your money issues to rest, to put the money issues and worries and concerns to rest, to put the conflicts and problems and strife and whatever's out of balance or out of control to rest, to consider, to meditate on the situation and figure out how to bring it to rest. You could be concerned about whether or not you will even be able to ever bring it to rest or bring it to a close or come up with a way to bring peace to your money situation here, Virgo. And so your challenge, your obstacle with your money and finances is you do have Judgment here again, and you do have the Knight of Swords. I want you to take a look at this particular Judgment. And with this particular Judgment, the energy, this feels like an authority. So you may have the problem of a legal matter or someone in authority making a decision that's not in your favor. You may have that problem. You may have the problem of being able to take action or come up with a plan that's logical, or you may be being too impulsive with your decision making. You may be having a problem with trying to have a second chance. You may be too abrupt in your actions to trying to deal with your money problems, money conflicts, or your methods to trying to take action to change it. You may be being reckless. You maybe have the problem of being reckless with your money behaviors and methods. You may not be being diplomatic or using tact with concern to your money and financial needs or actions. And so the problem here is, are you making the right decisions? Are you making poor decisions? Are you refusing to make decisions? Are you rising to the call here? Are you not rising to the call here? Do you realize the difficulties around your money and finances? Do you understand what's going on with your money and finances? Are you having a problem liberating yourself with the money and finances? This could be the case. Or are you taking action to see how to liberate yourself from your money and finances? You perhaps may have a problem with having others rise to the call to assist you in cooperation and collaboration to see you resolve your money problems and manage it and organize it better. You may need to seek the help of someone more experienced that you can trust to bring your money situation to order here for you, or in more balance, or in a way that you can start to build and work things out and see some healing. Now, your outcome, Virgo, is I pulled a few cards here. So your outcome initially is you do have the Karma, which is the Wheel of Fortune. So you have Karma here. And with that, you have the Magician. And for clarifiers, you have the Queen of Cups and the Ten of Wands. So I see two outcomes here, Virgo. On the one hand, you do definitely have change. Either way, there's change coming in for you. But the thing is, this change will be as a result of you being the magician. And this is you either having the ability through you initiating through your skills and talents and intellect to influence your circumstances to bring about positive changes and shifts to your money situation, or this is you not being able to do that through by either you being ineffective or you operating in your lower vibration where you're being manipulative and you could be trying to scheme and lie and connive with the magician. And so if that is the case, with the Queen of Cups and the Ten of Wands here, the outcome is that for some of you, you will be able to create positive shifts and changes and establish emotional balance for yourself and towards your money issues, and shift things in a more positive direction where you're able to manage the burdens of your responsibilities with the progress towards bringing it to an end or actually bringing it to an end. But for others of you, Virgo, there are going to be a negative shift and change on your money and finances, either through your lack or ineffectiveness to manifest through your skills and creativity, or through you being manipulative and trying to manipulate and operate from a lower vibration, thereby you finding yourself emotionally imbalanced, or because you can't seize emotional balance, you find yourself burdened with the responsibilities of your money and finances and having to be overwhelmed by that burden. Now, there is the matter of you perhaps being codependent, and you are struggling with becoming independent, or you may be ineffective in your ability to become more independent. But these are the possible outcomes. You will either have positive shifts and changes for some of you with your issues around your money and finances, where you're able to manage. And for others of you, you're going to have negative shifts and changes. Do be mindful with this Queen of Cups that for those of you, whether this is you having positive shifts and changes or you experience negative shifts and changes, I do feel there is a big factor of emotional spending. Be careful about emotional spending. Be careful about being codependent. I hope these messages help. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Bye.